Hello Virgo, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the energy and predictions for the sign of Virgo for the end of January. So the timeline on this reading will span from January 26th to February 12th. Now I chose February 12th because that is the day of the full moon in Leo. Typically, full moons can represent endings and closings of chapters. So what we're going to be doing is taking a look at what is ending for you during this time period. All right, well, let's go ahead and see what we have here for you, Virgo. Now, quick update. I have committed to posting tarot readings for the entire year of 2025. So you can expect to see a lot more readings from me this year. And I will be doing a monthly reading for February, so look out for that. I'll also make that announcement on my I'll make this announcement on my February reading. But let's get to you, and let's get into it. So interesting, the Knight of Swords came out reversed. I do not typically read reversals because I keep my cards upright. It's just the way I like to read. But I'll tell you what, we're going to leave it reversed. This happened I think twice now in this set of readings. It almost never happens for me. I think we're all set up and in view. Interesting. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's on the bottom of the deck here. So you have the Empress on the bottom. The Empress is a very positive card to find in a tarot reading. This can talk about nurturing something in your life. It's a card of nurturance. Like a mother would nurture their child, right? Because this is the mother archetype in the tarot. Right here, it can represent your literal mother or motherhood, but it can also talk about you nurturing something or babying something into existence. Maybe some of you are working on your passion project and you treat it like your baby, so to speak. This is also a card of abundance, as you see the crops down here before at the feet of the Empress, and crops in tarot represent abundance. It can definitely be a nice money card, but as with everything, we have to look at all of the cards on the board, and in this case, do we have any pentacles? We do not. I think you're the first person for the set of readings that did not have a pentacles card. So I think that there's an element here of nurturance, or if that's a word, nurturing something, nurturing something in your life, and needing to take kind of slow and steady steps around that. Put yourself at ease as you deal with that situation. And I think that that is probably what is showing up here. We might have a relationship situation coming to a halt here for some of you. This is why I always say, though, at the beginning of the reading, take what resonates, drop what doesn't, because I always get like, oh, my relationship's fine. If your relationship's fine, that the love message in this case is not for you. Because we do have this interesting Three of Swords, Knight of Swords reverse situation in a diagonal showing up here. So there could be a relationship that might be closing out here between this time frame for some of you. There also might, if it's not a romantic relationship, this could be something connected to family, actually. You have actually three major family cards with the Emperor, Empress, and the Hierophant. Those cards actually come one after the other, 3, 4, 5. Actually, you have two as well, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yeah, there could be a family situation that you have to resolve. You might say that the Emperor and the Empress are the parents, while the Hierophant are the grandparents. That's one thing. That's one way to look at it. But it can represent family, especially in a situation like this. What else am I getting here in the overview? What I will say is people are going to play an important role for you during this time period, as you have 2 3s here in the corners, okay? 3s connect to other people, and you have these, these other Hierophant cards which can connect to people. High Priestess, Empress, Emperor, Hierophant can all connect to people in some respect, as well as the Queen of Swords. So people are going to play an important role for you during this period of time. The middle card is interesting. It's the Knight of Swords reversed, all right? So the Knight of Swords, when you read it upright, this can say that you're maybe going too quickly on something, or you're like rushing ahead on something. When I'm looking at this reversed, what this could mean is if you don't slow down, this could turn into something challenging, okay? There are times in life where we just rush through things just to get things done. But that kind of takes us out of the natural rhythm of life. And I would say try not to break yourself out of the natural rhythm that is happening for you right now. Be very careful of that because you could rush too quickly and lose something, or you could rush too quickly and miss out on the moments that you want to share with other people. Some of you could be jumping to conclusions pretty quickly. In the first column, you have the Queen of Swords, you have the Wheel of Fortune, the Queen of Swords, and the Three of Swords. Interesting. Queen of Swords, Three of Swords could be a breakup that just kind of ends abruptly, like a relationship that just kind of ends abruptly, because the Queen of Swords is definitely somebody who does not mince words. They definitely have this cutting energy with their speech, with their language, with their words. And the Three of Swords can, of course, indicate heartbreak in the tarot. Here's the thing, though. If you are here and you know that this is kind of on the horizon, or you've been maybe dealing with this, what this Wheel of Fortune says is you're actually getting like a favorable outcome with this. The Wheel of Fortune is the Jupiter card. And this is like the wheel of luck, so to speak. It's also the destiny card. All right. And it's possible here that there's a greater path in front of you. And in order to get onto that path, some people that are not supporting you on that path maybe need to be cleared from your timeline, so to speak. And that would not be, I would not be surprised to hear that some of you are maybe thinking that, or that's something that you're maybe going through here. Also, if there is some conflict resolution that you want to have in a relationship, I would say at this time, it's a good time for that. I think that you have the ability to come to a harmonious resolution on any conflict or relationship situation. I say that because of this Wheel of Fortune and the Magician in the other corner, the top right corner. Magician is about manifesting something that you want. And so if you're really looking to, resolve a conflict, this could be a good time for that. In the middle column, you have the Hierophant, the Knight of Swords, and the Emperor. It's interesting. Like I like to try to give messages for all areas if I can, and I try not to stick to just one topic. This topic feels pretty heavy on the relationship side. And for some of you, this isn't even maybe romantic. It's almost like there's maybe a family falling out here. There's a clashing of tradition for some of you. Okay, the Hierophant represents tradition, or it can represent tradition in the tarot. It can also represent like the place that you work, particularly if you work at a big company or you're part of a big organization. There can be like a clashing of cultures, I'll say, or a clashing of ideas or mindsets there. Like maybe some of you are maybe looking to break tradition here at this time, especially with the Knight of Swords being reversed. I would just be very careful of not moving too quickly so that you don't later regret saying something. I would just be a little bit mindful of your words at this time with these three swords cards here. Yeah, for sure. I would say be very mindful, at least a little bit mindful of the words that are coming out at this time. Because you could say something that you don't intend to say and that maybe hurt somebody. And that could be something that you maybe come to regret later with this Knight of Swords in reversed. The Emperor is, we've talked about it, maybe the father, maybe some other significant masculine energy or male in your life. And the Emperor is also somebody who, this could also talk about your boss or you being in a position of authority. But I get a sense that there is a significant sort of like, I'm getting like a masculine energy here that you are needing to navigate, okay? At this time, this could be a male in your life, but it could also just be somebody who's got masculine energy about them. There's something that you're needing to navigate with that person. And I think you're going to have some pretty blunt conversations. Again, I feel like it could be a double-edged sword depending on how you choose to craft the words here, for sure. And is there anything else I'm getting with these first two columns? I think what we'll do is we'll move on, and then I want to get some more clarity here. In the final column, you have the Magician, the High Priestess, and the Three of Cups. Now, this is really nice. So actually, at the beginning of this reading, I missed one. So we actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we actually have the first, well, not the first because we're missing the Fool, but we have 5 major arcanas in a row. Like they sequentially come one after the other. And that rarely happens to get 5, okay, to get 5 in a reading. So when I see something like that, this is actually a very rare occurrence in these cards. When I see something like that, to me, that means something is progressing along beautifully. Like something is just, okay, I'm going to knock this out, then I'm going to knock this out, then I'm going to knock this out. I'm going to attack this, I'm going to attack this, I'm going to attack this, I'm going to approach this. And everything's happening sequentially. Everything's happening in order. It's almost like as one domino, as soon as you knock down the first domino, all of the other dominoes fall in place and go with it. And it's like, I almost feel like I'm getting this idea of like attacking a root cause or getting to the root cause of whatever's causing you some pain here. Because there is a little bit of pain here with the 3 of Swords. If there's something that's causing you pain or stress, anxiety, if you identify the root cause of this, I think everything will fall into place for you as we have this very interesting sequence of cards showing up, which again, rarely happens to have 5. And they're all major arcanas as well. I think that this is like a major source of stress, fear, anxiety, maybe even pain for some of you that you've been dealing with in the past here. Call it like end of 2024, maybe throughout January, maybe longer for some of you. But I think that this has been a pretty major thing because of the major arcanas plus the sequence that I see here. And I think you can easily solve this by finding the root cause. And with the Magician and the Wheel of Fortune, it suggests that the potential for luck is there for you, right? So you will get a little bit of a boost from the universe, so to speak, as long as you call this out and work through this. 3 of Cups with the 3 of Swords can, a lot of readers say third-party situation. And I certainly have also used that combination as well. But I'm not ready to say that yet because what I want to do is I want to go ahead and clarify this more. So let's go ahead and clarify this more before I jump to conclusions. So let's go ahead and see. I do hope you're doing well. Hope things are going good for you, Virgo. And it seems like these 3 cards really want to come forward for you. Okay. So you've got, wow, pretty strong card for you here. Self-love. I let love flow through me into everything. And then you have all love is self-love because there is only one self. Okay. I do think that could help you really get through this period of time. Remember, I started off the reading by saying like you're nurturing something. There's some like comfort and care that may be required of you here with the Empress. And yeah, the idea of self-love is certainly a powerful concept for nurturing yourself, for sure. And then let's see here, what else do we have? Acceptance. I give my permission to feel the way I feel. You have radical permission to feel however you feel in this moment. And then there lists a bunch of emotions: happy, sad, angry, sensual, frustrated, all of that. Acceptance is the first step in transcendence. So, through breakups and situations like that, it is oftentimes we have to come to acceptance either before or in the fallout or in the result of the breakup. And I do think that maybe some of you could also be coming to acceptance about a person or about the situation. Maybe it's even that they're not a bad person or anything. It's just that the relationship is just not clicking for some of you. You have embodiment. I choose to be in my body. Embodiment precedes transcendence. Definitely something about with this self-love, nurturing yourself, and then this idea of embodiment being in your body. Wow. I think that's a real message for you. Like maybe some of you, maybe the gift that you sort of the gift that you sort of get in going through this challenging situation is that you pick up a workout habit. Like you start going to the gym, you start taking daily walks, you start fueling your body with healthy foods. This could certainly be one of the gifts that the universe is trying to give you as you let go of something or someone. Let's see here. The first card that came out was Stop. So it does seem like there's maybe some type of ending here. And then pain and comfort. All right, well, when you go through a situation like this, obviously it's going to be painful, but it's part of the human experience. And what I'll say is the comfort energy here is really important. Remember, I said that with this Empress card, trying to do something that makes you feel comforted during this maybe this time of unease or feeling uneasy, yeah, something like that here, as well as the self-love energy. You know what? Let's go ahead and let's get some more tarot cards because I'm very curious to see some more details about this situation. All right. All right, so you have the Ten of Cups, another family card. You have the big, you have the big family cards here. I said big three, but now we've got another one. Yeah, you have like literally all of the family cards I look for. There are maybe a few more, but yeah, Ten of Cups, Six of Wands, and the World. Well, if it wasn't obvious before, there is a completion in a significant relationship in your life here with the World and the Three of Swords. If this is your timeline, if you're here and you're still watching this, because this has pretty much been about the same about the same topic the entire time. If you're still watching this, this will come to some sort of successful completion here with the Three of Swords and the World. But the universe is really trying to give you a gift through this ending or through this completion. And I think that this is connecting to yourself, being in your body as well, I think was a really nice message here. For you, again, supporting yourself maybe with some really new healthy habits and routines, whether through food or exercise or whatever it is. I think that this could be something that's showing up here for you, Virgo. Six of Wands, you are going to be successful. If you have an important conversation to have with somebody, or if you need to make it seems like some of you are going to be kind of, cutting something out of your life here. You are really, really supported in this from the cards, as you have this Six of Wands, which is also a card of success and victory. And the Ten of Cups, for some of you, this is like connected, or in some ways your family here is entangled in this situation. Maybe it is a falling out with a relative or something. But it also could be that you are, as you maybe go through a breakup or a divorce or settlement or whatever it is, your family is there to support you through that process. That could also be the case. If your family situation is great, it's possible that they're showing up to give you some care as well, and to be there for you emotionally. You have the Knight of Cups, you have the Hanged Man, and you also have the Three of Wands. Okay. So, Three of Wands, throwing me off a little bit here, but we have another three. You know what it is? Okay, yeah, this is what it is. I need to take a moment here. We have 3, 3, 3, actually in a row. Again, we have a really interesting sequential type of energy showing up with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now we have 3, 3, 3. We have a 3 here, and a 3 here. So that is a very clear angel number of community, connection, other people, your spirit guides and your spirit team being around you right now, here with you. And this is something that you can lean on for sure. Three of Wands would suggest that you're maybe about to embark on some sort of new chapter in your life. It's a card of adventure and going to new places, maybe physically, like moving, or also just in your life, bringing in more adventure. But the Hanged Man with the Knight of Swords reversed. Okay, so when I saw that Knight of Swords reversed, I was like, okay, maybe you're going to move too quickly, and you may feel some backlash from that, from going too quickly. You may do something that may hurt you later. But actually, I also was thinking as I looked at that Knight of Swords, it could mean that you're not moving quickly enough. Because the Knight of Swords is like haste. Let's turn it in reverse. The opposite of haste, not moving quickly enough. Now you have the Hanged Man, which is a card that indicates you kind of just hanging out, staying where you are. In some respects, there are a lot of meanings for the Hanged Man, but this doesn't really imply action. The Hanged Man doesn't really imply action. So there's a clear guidance or a clear directive from the universe on taking action around this conversation you have to have, or this potential ending that may happen here. And you are really, really supported in taking this action if you feel like you need to, okay? So after this reading, what I would say is if you're really connecting with this, take a moment to connect with yourself. Don't just do it because, my, Zane Intuitive Guidance said you to do it, but really take a moment to connect with yourself and see if this is something that you want to push forward with. If you ultimately do, it feels like what the cards are saying is that you are pretty supported in this. You have the Page of Cups, another 3. Wow, 3 of Cups and the 8 of Swords. Yeah, between now and February 12th, if this is your reading, I also just got the month November in my mind, by the way. So this may be the seed for this outcome here may have started in or may have been planted in November. But yeah, throughout between now and February 12th, people are just abundant in your life. You have so many relationship stuff, whether it's romantic or otherwise. There, other people are really involved in your situation here with all of these threes. Yeah, we now have 4 threes, including not including the Empress. So that would be 5 threes. So yeah, there is definitely a relationship timeline showing up here for you. And I think I'm going to leave it there. You do have the King of Cups on the bottom as well. Another card of taking care of yourself. That's what I have here for you, Virgo. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will most certainly be talking to you again soon.